Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from Ncaa, and welcome to the first ever college football playoffs here in the Charlotte 49ers dynasty. Let's get this underway. We are the number 5 seed after losing the ACC championship. We dropped down 4 spots after a undefeated number 1 season. Now, we have some All-Americans going into this game. Daniel Pierre gets the nod, a true freshman. He is a first-teamer this season. Ralph Clark had one of the best seasons we've seen from a middle linebacker, even better than Oakley and some other guys that have walked through these walls. And he is an award-winning middle linebacker, best linebacker in the nation. CJ Miles was a surprise All-American. He actually just makes plays. I mean, he may not have the best stats, but he just makes plays on the football field. And then Clifton Cobbin and Terrence Youngblood both make it at safety, and then Brooklyn Santana makes it as a returner. Now, the Heisman Trophy winner was DC Raymond. His South Carolina team has the number 8 seed in this playoffs. And then Spencer Rattler was number 2. He is the nation's leading passer. He was actually a first-team All-American compared to DC Raymond, who actually swept the offensive awards but got second-team All-American behind Spencer Rattler. Now, this Oklahoma team is the number 1 ranked offense in the country, and for good reason. They almost have 2 1,000-yard rushers, 2 1,000-yard receivers, and Marvin Mims and also Bridges are both first-team All-Americans. They are number 1 and number 2 receivers in the country right now. That's how good this offense is. And then there's Rattler, who delivers them the football. I mean, this is going to be a tough matchup for our secondary. And then they have one of the best defensive players in the nation, and Reggie Grimes. He won the Lombardi and the Nagurski. So not only do they have the number 1 defense, they also possibly have one of the best defenders in the country. So let's see what happens. They have the number 1 pass defense as well. Let's get this game underway. The playoffs begin. And here is Brooklyn Santana back to receive the opening kickoff. He takes it to the left side, spins, makes a man look silly, and back jukes and gets to about the 36-yard line. And out comes Jeffrey Johnson at quarterback. He's going to hand off to Enzi Lobato to start off the game, and this is going to be a gain of 9. Now, Terrence Pitt-Howard is healthy, but he has been shaken up a couple of games, so we want to make sure that we give him his proper rest. Here he checks into the game this time. Handoff up the middle, and that is a gain of 12. Number 4 versus number 5 seed here in the first round, and we'll see what the other matchups do after this game. Here's a quick throw to left side, and that is Maurice Parks. Gain of 15 for the true freshman. He has been excellent on the outside this season. So now we're in the field goal range. Here's a handoff to the right side, and that is TPH, and he only picks up a gain of 2. But that brings it to a 3rd and 8 at about the 24-yard line. Quick throw across the middle. He was looking for Devon Cash, and that is that accuracy of Jeffrey Johnson. Incomplete, and we settle for 3 on the first drive. So can our defense stop the number 1 scoring offense in the country? Here is Spencer Rattler with his first pass out to the right side. He's got Jackson, who plays in the slot, throwing off of Terrence Youngblood, and that's going to be a gain of 31 for Julius Jackson. They have 3 wide receivers who can be number 1s on any team in the country. So now they're across the 50 already. Rattler from the shotgun, 3 wide receivers out to the right side this time. Has time, throws deep, and he's got Jackson again. Touchdown. He beats the All-American CJ Miles, but it was after his initial route, and that one is a touchdown, and Spencer Rattler puts his team on top 7-3. So here's our offense back out onto the field. Here's a deep shot, and that is Cash right away. He gets behind the defense, a big-time gain of 48 yards. One of the more accurate throws you'll see from Johnson. Sets us up inside the 15. Here's a handoff by Terrence Pitt-Howard. That is a gain of 7. Now, Jeffrey Johnson has had his accuracy issues, but we'll see today. Handoff. Lobato, touchdown. Gain of 4. He gives us the lead 10-7 here for Charlotte. And this is what type of game it's going to be. It could be a shootout. So Oklahoma back onto the field for their second possession. Here's a handoff, and this time it's Marcus Major going for a gain of 8. Now, one thing I want to do is get pressure on Spencer Rattler early. Let's see if we can get it on this play. But they hand it off to Major to the outside, cuts upfield, and somehow finds a lane. He's off to the races and gets taken down from behind. It's a gain of 30. How did Marcus Major find that small crease? And he breaks it open for a gain of 30. So from the 40-yard line, handoff. This is Jackson again. He's got space and runs into his own man. That should have been a touchdown. Gain of 26, though. I'll take it. But wow, this Oklahoma offense is explosive. Inside the 10 now for a 2nd and 4. Rattler takes off, and he goes down. It's Daniel Yates there. That is his 12th sack of the season. 3rd and 6 now, as Yates was an All-American snub as he throws across the middle. That's Rattler finding Jackson again. A mean stiff arm touchdown. Only 3 passes attempted for Spencer Rattler, and already a couple of scores. It's 14-10. Jackson has his handprints all over this game. We did not expect him to be the leading receiver so far. Here's the handoff, and that is Terrence Pitt-Howard. He picks up the first down. Going right back to him this time, different formation, same concept, and it's a gain of 4, close to the 50. So that brings it to a 3rd and 6. This is Johnson moving to the right side. He's got a block downfield, and he picks up the first down. That is a gain of 8. And how about Jeffrey Johnson so far? He looks good on his first couple of drives. Here's a quick throw across the middle. That's Maurice Parks, the true freshman, getting a gain of 9. So 2nd and 1 this time. 3 wide receivers to the right side. We're going to hand off, though. Terrence Pitt-Howard, big-time hole up the middle, inside the 10, and he gets to about the 9, 1st and goal. And how about that? Trucking over a defender right at the end of that run. So now we eventually get it to the 4. Enzi Labata checks in for his 2nd handoff, and that's a touchdown. 17-14 here for Charlotte. It's back and forth early on. There's still 6 minutes to go here in the first half. So here is Rattler now from the shotgun. He's going to try deep. One-on-one for Devin Parker against Mims, who great coverage on that play by Parker. Mims hasn't seen the ball yet so far this game. Here's Rattler for a 3rd and 7. Quick throw, knocked down. That's Ralph Clark. Great defensive play by the linebacker of the year. So now we have the lead and possession as here's a handoff. This time Terrence Pitt-Howard takes a big hit in the hole. Good form tackle on that one. So that brings it to a 3rd and 8 now. 3 wide receivers as we run Maurice Parks in motion. This is Johnson moving to the right side, trying to buy some time, and he does not run it and actually dumps it off to Maurice Parks. I thought he was going to tuck and run that one, but instead he tries to get away with being a little fancy on that play. So they get the punt back, but here is Marcus Major, stopped behind the line. Xavier Hayes, Daniel Pierre, all those guys were there. So 2nd and 12 this time, another option to the left side, and that's Major again, and he throws a stiff arm, pushed out of bounds, and they get 10 yards of that back. So 3rd and 2, Major, draw play, gets to the outside, but a great tackle. C.J. Miles gets there for the stop, and the All-American makes the tackle. And that's what I meant about C.J. Miles just being there and making plays. You can just see it when you turn on the film. He just makes a ton of plays. So now we have about a minute and a half to go here to get some points before halftime. It's 17-14. We have control. Here's a handoff. Terrence Pitt-Howard, he picks up the first down. It's a gain of 5. So here we go. Inside about the 45-yard line. This is Haggerty. Keeps it on the option, and he takes it for a gain of 9 yards. And that one continues to move the clock here as we don't call a timeout. 17-14, handoff. Pitt-Howard gets it. Short yardage gain on this one, but then gets up and gets hit again. Gain of 2. They do give him the first down on that one. Forward progress. So 1st and 10 now. Here is Johnson. Just before halftime, 30 seconds left. Here's a throw to left side, and that is Cash. He has it with space and gets hit out of bounds. Late hit, and they don't call it on that one. But Cash, we wanted to get him the ball in this game, and it looks like he is doing pretty good so far. So 1st and 10 now. Inside the 10. Here's a quick throw. JPE, and he fights through defenders for the touchdown. Charlotte takes the 10-point lead going into halftime on the back of JPE. Look at him truck through 4 defenders and fall into the end zone. What a play by the former quarterback. 24-14 going into halftime. Charlotte is taking care of business. Charlotte is just 2 quarters away now from going to the semifinals. As we can stop Spencer Rattler a couple more times, we should get there. Here's a handoff to start the second half. That is Marcus Major, gain of 7. Now, they have shown incredible balance so far in the first half, but they just have not put enough points. Here's a handoff on a 3rd and 3. This is McGowan, and he can't get to the outside. How about that stop by our defense? Everybody was there. 3 and out to start the second half. So here we go back out on the field for our offense. Here's a quick throw, and that is Devon Cash, his 3rd catch of the game. Goes for a gain of 6. So close to the 50 now. Here's a counter play called for Terrence Pitt Howard. He picks up a lot of room, and he picks up a gain of 9. Terrence Pitt Howard is closing in on the school record for rushing yards as well. Keep an eye out on that one. Here's a handoff to the right side. Ncaa checks in, and he loses 2. So now we have a big 3rd down coming up here as we hurried out to the line. Try to catch them off guard. 3rd and 3. Johnson moves. He tries to flip it to Patterson, who has it but can't reach for the first down. It's going to be 4th and inches at about the 40-yard line. We line up to go for it. This is the championship we're talking about. Here's a handoff. Terrence Pitt Howard, and he gets about a gain of 6. We're trying to advance in this playoffs. We got to have guts. So here's Johnson now, a 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw to the right side. That is JPE getting open. He's our best route runner on the team. I love his versatility. We just don't get him the ball as much. It doesn't really fit the game plan. We get it to him when we need him, though. Here's a handoff up the middle, and Terrence Pitt Howard makes it another first down. That one puts him over 100 yards. So now about a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Haggerty, who checks into the game. It's a read option, and he takes it up the middle for the touchdown. Gain of 4 for Brendan Haggerty. How about the play of our quarterbacks in this series? We've went through so many, I think 5 in total, and Haggerty is no exception. He gets in 31-14. So here is Rattler back on the next drive, and he goes down. C.J. Miles to end the 3rd quarter. A free shot at the quarterback. It's every defender's dream. So now we start the 4th quarter now up by 17. Rattler under pressure by Yates. He just throws it off his back foot and does not get enough on it. He was looking for Mims, and that is great coverage by Denzel Knott. Denzel, I can't even say his name. So here is a throw across the middle on the next drive, and that is picked off. Washington. And now Oklahoma might be set up with good field position now, but still down by 3 scores. Kevin Knox, that was his name. I could not think of it in that moment. Denzel Knox, Kevin Knox. And now here we go. Here is Spencer Rattler across the middle. That is a nice pass that time and a first down. Clean pocket. So we look like we're going to send the pressure on this one for a 2nd and 8. Rattler in the pocket. He goes down. Daniel Pierre with the sack. It's now 3rd and 16. Man, we have locked up the receiving core so far on the outside. Here's a quick throw, and that is Ron Calhoun, gain of 8. These are the only passes they've been completing across the middle. Bridges and Mims have been pretty much on lockdown this entire game. So this could be it. 4th and 8. Quick throw. Jackson, he's stopped. We forced Spencer Rattler to throw before he wanted to, and that is going to be about a gain of 5. And now our offense comes back out onto the field, looking to close this one out. So here we go. 4.5 minutes to go. Looks like Oklahoma sends the pressure right away. We get rid of it, though. Devon Cash is open. It's a gain of about 12 yards. First down. The clock continues to run now. Here's a handoff. Enzi Labata, he gets hit hard. And that one is about a loss of 1 yard. So 3rd and 10 this time. Johnson moves to the right side and throws that way, and it's picked off by Washington again. Here is Johnson, and he makes the tackle. But wow, what an inaccurate throw. He was looking for Brooklyn Santana, but there's that accuracy again. There's these just a few passes a game where it is just way off the mark and it's just danger to be intercepted. So here's Oklahoma. They are still in this game, but there's limited time left now, about 3.5 minutes to go. Here's Rattler now under pressure. He tries to scramble and he goes down. Billy Bugs is there. It's a loss of 2 yards this time, and now 3rd and 12. They come out here with both backs in the backfield. They try the screen pass, and it's McGowan all by himself. He has the blockers, and he picks up more than the first down, 23, and he gets pushed out of bounds at the 20. So they eventually get it to about the 11-yard line. Here is Rattler, throws to the sideline. He's got Henderson, and that is about a gain of 4. So now 3rd and 6 at the 6-yard line. Rattler, clean pocket this time, moves a little bit, throws to the end zone, and there is Marvin Mims. It's a touchdown, gain of 7. 3 touchdown passes for Rattler in this game, and that one actually allows Mims to break the school receiving record over Ryan Broyles. So onside kick now, down by 10, and this is recovered. Maurice Parks is there, and one more first down should seal this up. All 3 timeouts left for Oklahoma here. Here is Brendan Haggerty who checks into the game. A read option, and he's got space, and that one will do it. 12-yard gain for Brendan Haggerty, and we will hold on to win the first round of the playoffs. So we upset the number 4 seed Oklahoma. We win by 10 versus a guy who could have won the Heisman Trophy. And now we'll see if we will face the guy next week who won the Heisman Trophy in D.C. Raymond. But we end up gritting out this game. A good defensive effort. You know, one thing I was worried about was stopping the pass, but Oklahoma actually wanted to run the ball early, and that was their strategy. It was a different type of strategy, but it did not work out. They should have played to their strengths, but, man, I got to admit, Marvin Mims was locked up this game. He was the guy we were most worried about, but our defensive secondary definitely just locked down this game, had a good game. And you got to be proud of these boys. Came out here and got the win. Not even close. It was a 31-21 game, and even a garbage time touchdown made it closer than what it was. In the second half, we pretty much absolutely locked down. Our pass rush was excellent today. We made Spencer Rattler move in the pocket quite a bit. You saw a couple of those throws. Even the first touchdown pass that he threw was him moving in the pocket. Pretty good mobility, a good throw, but that's what you want to do. You want to get the quarterback on the move. Rattler did go 15 of 22 for 3 touchdowns, but that will end their season. So let's check out the other playoff games. South Carolina ends up defeating Tennessee. So they upset the number 1 team here in the playoffs. D.C. Raymond had 4 touchdown passes in this game. He also almost ran for 100 yards and a touchdown. 5 total touchdowns for D.C. Raymond. So we will take on South Carolina next episode. Rice ends up defeating Nebraska 24-17. Rice actually has the number 1 defense in the country, and they show it here as they beat Nebraska by 7. And then there's Northwestern, who upsets Florida. So all upsets here in the college football playoffs. Every lower seed won this week. And wow, what a way to start these playoffs, having all the lower seeds win. And here is what the bracket now looks like. Rice and Northwestern versus South Carolina. I mean, Rice and Northwestern, and then South Carolina and Charlotte. This is going to be good. This is going to be an interesting game. The Heisman Trophy winner for South Carolina. I could not draw this up better if I wanted to. This is going to be an excellent matchup. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I hope the rain don't come in November, 'cause the summer went way too fast. I'm trying real hard to remember